Cooper, this is why we don't let you do intros. Welcome to the 7th episode of the Chuck E. Cheese Clubhouse. We are almost at 10. Today we will be reviewing every single Marvel movie made until Endgame, and then we will review Endgame for you. Alright, I'm Zach.
I'm Jish.
And I'm Cooper.
And we are the
Chuck E. Cheese Clubhouse.
Today we will be starting with Iron Man.
There's been speculation that I'm parading around as a superhero. I'm just not the hero type, clearly.
Iron Man is about, well, it starts off with Tony Stark just as a normal guy, you know?
He was a
But
billionaire.
yeah, I was getting to that. He's a billionaire rich guy who makes weapons, and he goes to test out new weapons, but they get attacked by terrorists, and he finds out the terrorists are using his weapons, but he also gets shrapnel in his chest that's going to his heart. So this doctor guy saves him and builds the thing that goes in his chest, which, yeah?
Doesn't at first he attaches the thing to his heart, and then he had a battery attached to his heart. So instead of having the battery attached, he just made the heart his battery. He just made the battery his heart.
Yeah, but we don't need to do every little detail.
Yeah,
but he has the reactor in his chest. But then to escape the terrorists, he builds the first Iron Man suit and kills all of them and leaves.
What do you rate it, Josh?
I would give it a 6 out of 8.
Wow. Incredible Hulk, we're rating that. Didn't watch it, out of 8. I have the DVD, though.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know this, but the Incredible Hulk is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yo.
Even though it wasn't Mark Ruffalo playing him.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Could we pick up now where we left off? Mr. Stark, please.
Yes, dear.
All right, next movie. What do we got?
Iron Man 2.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I know a little bit about this movie.
Is this the dude with the spikes?
No, it's
Is
the
the
dude
Electro?
with the
Yeah,
electric
yeah,
stuff.
Whiplash.
Like the whips.
So then the government's super angry at him. So they go to other means, and there's this other guy who builds
They're mad at Tony Stark
Yeah.
still?
Yes.
After Whiplash tried to kill him?
Yes, because he said that no one else could build something like the Iron Man suit, and then Whiplash did.
No, he was really smart too.
Yeah, but
Who's
this
Russian?
other dude is working with Whiplash, and they make these drone things to rival the Iron Man suit and to sell for the military. But what happens is Whiplash, since he's evil, takes control of them and tries to get them to kill Tony Stark. And Tony and War Machine fight them. Yeah, that's Iron Man 2. Now, Iron Man 2 is not as good as the first one. There's a lot of the time nothing is going on, and it's pretty boring. So I'd rate it a 4 out of 8.
Wow. That's a 50%.
Yeah.
Good knowing, Cooper.
Stop looking at me like.
All right.
All right, next is Captain America.
Rogers, Steven.
Just give me a chance.
Sorry, son. I'm saving your life.
Steve Rogers is this little scrawny kid who he wants to join the military, but he's been rejected many times because he's tiny and not that strong.
So they're thinking.
But a doctor helps him cheat to get into the military. So he goes into boot camp, and he's in that, and this other doctor guy sees the potential, because this doctor is the one who created the super soldier serum. And he sees that even though he's weak, he's brave and has a good heart. Captain America does his thing, he saves Bucky, and then they go out and fight the Nazis. And then they find out the Nazis are going to bomb the cities. So Captain America's all like, and he goes and he fights them.
Perfect.
And Red Skull touches the Tesseract and is teleported somewhere. But then Captain America realizes the only way to stop the bombing is to crash the plane into the ocean. So he crashes the plane into the ocean, gets frozen in ice, but he survives and is found in the modern day, and Nick Fury recruits him to the Avengers.
What do you think?
I think it works.
I give it a 5 out of 8 because it's good, but it's pretty generic and cliche.
What do you mean
So-
generic and cliche?
It's one of their first movies.
But still,
Triple S
It doesn't-
serum.
No, it's triple S.
the
That's
triple
It
S.
doesn't
or
hold up.
double S
so
serum.
Or-
generic.
shut up. It doesn't hold up as well as many of the other older Marvel movies, so that's why I give it only a 5 out of 8.
That wasn't so bad.
That was penicillin.
Next movie. Iron Man 3.
No, it's Thor.
Thor.
The
I
first
hate this
one?
movie.
Wait, the first one?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've seen this, honestly.
This movie, there's like nothing happens the whole time. It's just like Thor talking with people. And this is before they made Thor interesting.
Before he played Fortnite.
Yeah. But he's just like boring. And like all noble and good, but boring. And so are like all the other characters.
He only became a good character in like Infinity
Ragnarok.
War when he
No,
became
I'd say-
cool.
What
When
you
he became
said.
cool.
That's what Josh just said.
Yeah,
he
but-
said Ragnarok. I say Infinity War.
Yeah. I give this movie a 3 out of 8, and it's one of the few Marvel movies I wouldn't recommend anyone go see because it's just not good. The next movie is the first Avengers movie.
Was that the one
Age of
where
Ultron.
the city is just not the first?
No, it's the one where they invade New York and Loki is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where they go, Avengers. Is that the one where they go to the shop with the food after?
Yeah,
the-
shawarma.
Shawarma, yeah.
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 Or is that the second one?
No, it's the
What
first
could
one.
Loki do so bad that they make a whole movie about it?
All right, so Loki like steals the Tesseract.
Oh.
It's like he
What does the
comes down to
Tesseract do?
Earth with his scepter and he mind controls the people of Shield to
What
do
does the
stuff. with
Tesseract
them.
do?
It's a space stone.
Okay. Is it the blue one?
Yes.
Because the Tesseract's on Earth, so he comes down with his scepter, mind
What does the
controls
scepter have in it?
the Mind Stone.
When did you get that?
Thanos.
When?
Before the first Avengers.
Yeah, and they catch him at the end.
Yeah.
And then they're in like the big Avengers building. It was in the Avengers movie.
I'll just go watch the Avengers movie.
Remember when they go to like the tower at the end?
All I asked was when did they get the Mind Stone? When did Loki get the Mind Stone?
I said from Thanos before the first Avengers movie.
No offense, but I don't play well with others.
So, Avengers, they eat shawarma.
Yeah, at the end, they go and eat shawarma.
Do they like never address Hawkeye by Hawkeye?
No.
They've never done that.
The one time in the first Avengers, they're just like, he's the Hawk.
They never address him by Hawkeye, but
Yeah.
but in Endgame, he calls his daughter Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
That's not a spoiler because it's
No,
like the
it's not.
first. It's literally
It's
the
literally
first
the
10
first
seconds.
scene. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's also literally in,
In the
the
trailers.
trailers.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah. But
How would that be?
it's funny. The characters are good. There's good interactions between them. The action is good. The effects, for the most part, are pretty good. And yeah, it's pretty good. I
Great.
give it another 6 out of 8. So the next movie is
Finally.
Iron Man
Let's
3.
see a rundown of this.
Have any of you guys watched it?
No.
Oh my, I'm just doing everything today.
Well, I'm in the newer ones. I just didn't watch the older ones.
You're in them? Iron Man is Big Iron Man, you know, from the
Yeah.
last movie and Avengers. He's like, big, strong guy. He has a bunch of Iron Man suits now. And there's this terrorist guy called the Mandarin who's been doing a lot of stuff.
Oh,
And Iron Man doesn't like that. So he's just like, hey, Mandarin, this is my address. Come fight me. And then he does. He kind of bombs his house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Iron Man takes one of his suits and escapes because he's scaredy man. And he has PTSD now from the Avengers. But he goes to this random town, and there's this little kid because his Iron Man suit is broken.
And he fixes the Iron Man suit.
Yeah, him and the little kid fix the Iron Man suit. And then he goes and fights the Mandarin, and he figures out that the Mandarin, the one we know, is just an actor who is paid to do this. But
Can we hurry this up? We still got 13 more after this.
all right, so that happens. And then there's this dude who one day back in the past, Iron Man said he'd go meet him on the roof, but he never did. This dude became strong man and used this stuff to make like fire stuff that like helps people regrow limbs. And so he doesn't like Iron Man. He's like, I'm going to kill you because I'm the real Mandarin. Kidnaps Pepper Potts. And then they have a battle, and Iron Man uses all his different suits to fight. And he also kidnaps the president. That's an important part.
Oh, yeah.
The Mandarin
what's
guy
the president?
kidnaps the president.
That's the,
Iron Patriot?
the president?
What do you mean?
What do you mean
who's
the president?
The president.
Oh.
He captures the president, too.
Yeah, I think it's the president.
So him and
We don't have time
Rhodey
for this. Come on.
come and they save him and they beat him, and Pepper Potts uses the firepower because he gave it to her, but she doesn't die from it and explode.
All right.
And Iron Man then takes the thing out of his chest and throws it, and he's like, I don't want to be Iron Man anymore.
And he's like, I'll give you that back.
Yo, I need that. That's my heart. All right, next is Thor: The Dark World. So this takes place 6 months after Iron Man 3, and
I don't like this.
It's where Loki is like, brah.
he's imprisoned, and he's like, bruh, you should let me out.
And the Dark Elves come down and they kill Thor's mother, so it's like, oh, we're going to go kill them, and his girlfriend gets the reality stone in her. It's like, oh, we have to get this out of you! Because that's how Thor's like in this movie.
All right, next, Captain
No.
America.
So then they go to the Dark
Quickly.
World, and they pretend to kill Loki, but instead they attack the Dark Elf man. But then the Dark Elf man comes down to Earth to try to take it over. But Thor fights and kills him. But he also has the reality stone, but Thor still
Bro,
kills
this
him.
sounds a lot like Teen Titans Go, the movie. Okay, I'm joking.
Yeah,
Or
I
rate it,
do
rate it,
not
rate it.
like it. It's just like the first one. There's a lot of boring stuff. Nothing really interesting
Yeah,
and
rate it.
exciting. So, again, I give it 4 out of 8.
All right, next, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So, this one takes 2 years after the Avenger and 1 year after Thor: The Dark World. And did you guys watch this?
Which one?
Winter Soldier.
Yes.
No, I haven't even seen
I did
that.
not. I did not watch this, but I know like Spider-Man and like takes American Shield or something. like
No,
that.
that's Civil War.
Yeah, you're silly.
All right, quickly, let's finish this one.
All right, so Captain America finds out Bucky is still alive. He goes to save him.
Who's Bucky?
His
His
friend
friend.
from the war, but he had been frozen iced by Hydra, and he's
And
given
then he
an
got turned evil.
yes, he's given a metal arm. But what they find out is S.H.I.E.L.D. has been infiltrated by Hydra since the beginning, and Hydra is secretly running the things.
Oh, Hydra.
And they're using the helicarriers to kill everyone who knows and opposes them. But then Captain America comes in and is like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and he stops it with Falcon and Black Widow, and they stop Hydra and kill a lot of people. And
They stop
S.H.I.E.L.D. is
Hydra?
disbanded.
Reading.
Wait, Shield is over?
Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. is over.
Reading.
All right, this movie is actually pretty good. I highly recommend watching it. It's, in my opinion, when the the Marvel movies start getting really good. I give this one a 6 out of 8.
Now here's one of the best movies ever made, and I can personally review this one.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Number 11, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yes, this
All right,
one's
this
really
one's
good.
probably the funniest movie they've ever made. It's instead of being heroes, they're mainly jokesters, but
With the heroes.
a little bit on heroes. Now that I think about it, yeah, they're kind of heroes. They have to fight this dude.
Wow, really?
He's kind of purple. He looks like Thanos' helper or son.
He's helping Thanos. But
Wait, who
Yeah,
did they fight in the first movie?
I don't know,
a
but he's
Ronin.
oh, and then he's like, yo, I got the Power Stone, so I'm pretty cool. And then they do a dance off. and-
That's at the end. You skipped so much. So Peter Quill's like big man, and he is working with these rat.
No.
these
Wait.
scavengers.
Back up. Peter Quill's mom dies of cancer.
Oh yeah, at the very beginning.
And then aliens pick him up and they're like, yo, you want to
So he's working with these scavenger dudes, and he goes and finds the power stone. He's like, this is a big deal. This could be big money. And he finds all these other people, including Drax, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Gamora. And they're all like, we have to keep this from Ronan. But Ronan gets in there. Like, we have to get back and kill him, or else Thanos would get in. Thanos is big bad.
Did you forget Groot?
I said Groot.
They have to break Drax out of prison. And Groot.
Yeah, I know.
And Rocket Raccoon.
But
And all of them went to
And
prison.
Gamora.
Yeah, they all go to
And
prison.
Peter.
But we have to get past it. They
There's
all
only one not in prison.
they're all in prison.
No.
So, yes,
Peter
they are.
wasn't.
Yes, he was. All right, they get captured by Xandar. Because Xandar's like, we don't like you guys. You guys are criminals. Ew. So they're in prison, but then they escape prison because they're cool people.
Oh, yeah.
And then they tell Xandar, we need your help fighting off Ronan. And they do. And they have a dance-off, and Peter wins, and he ends up taking the Infinity Stone. And with the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy, they kill him.
And then they ask, who are you? And they're like,
We're the Guardians of the
Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
I would give this 7 out of 8.
7 out of 8 for me, too.
Okay. This movie's a little bit really bad. This one's called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
What do you mean
What
this
do you
movie is
mean?
really bad?
It's
I
like
this
just as
way
good,
more-
if not better than the first.
It isn't. No,
But
it's
that's
weird.
not even what comes next.
That's what it says there.
Next is Age of Ultron.
I know you mean well. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. There's only one path to peace. Your extinction.
I don't really like this one.
This was
one's
okay.
boring.
So it's like Tony's like, yo, I got my Jarvis. And then he's like, I am Ultron now.
He's like, I use Loki's scepter to make Ultron.
Alright, so he uses Loki's scepter to make... Wait, how does Jarvis make Ultron? Wait, what happens?
No, they mix Jarvis with the Mind Stone and they
Oh.
create Ultron.
Yeah, and they create Ultron, and then Ultron's like, I have army now.
Isn't
I hate
Vision here
you.
as
And they're
well?
all Ultron, right? Aren't they all Ultron?
Yeah.
Isn't Vision here as well?
Yeah, so Ultron gets created and he's like, I hate you Avengers because something's coming and you won't be able to save them, so I have to kill all the humans.
Yeah. And then they're like, Ultron, we
Is it
have to
talking about
stop you.
Thanos?
So they,
Yeah,
so they
that's
kill
what
him.
the theory is.
So Hulk's
So-
like, arg.
Hulk goes
Hulk
angry
smash.
because what he does is he gets Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver Ultron to help him, and he goes and buys vibranium so he can make the body, which was the Vision with the Mind Stone in it, so he can be all-powerful big man. But then the Avengers stop that, but he gets Scarlet Witch to make Hulk big angry, so Tony has to take the Hulk Buster and beat him up, and he does. And then, yeah, stuff goes bad. All the Avengers are like, oh, we're so bad, and they have to hide in this house. And not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow's like, I love you, Hulk. And Hulk's like, I love you, Black Widow. And that happens, but then they kind of forget all of that. But then they all go
We don't have
because
time for this.
Ultron raises this city up and he's like, I'm going to destroy the world because humans are bad. And he creates an army all of himself, but they get the Vision because they steal it from him and create him and put Jarvis in him. And he's like, I hate you, Ultron, because humans are actually good.
There are no strings on me.
Alright, so Guardians of the Galaxy,
Volume
really
2.
good. Wow.
Yes, very good.
His
dad-
dad is a planet.
Yeah, his
And
dad-
then he's like, oh my god, why is my dad a planet? I love you, son. I am planet, but I also love you. And he's like,
But
"Ha,
I also kill your mother.
She just told everyone your deepest, darkest secret.
Dude, come on. I think you're overreacting a little
You
bit.
must be so embarrassed. Do me.
But yeah, there's good, just as, if not better than the original. I'd give this 7 out of 8.
Alright, what's this? Thor Ragnarok, and then we're...
Oh wait, we never rated Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron, that's a solid
out of
5 out of 8.
6.
Alright, go. Next movie.
Wait, what comes? What?
What comes next?
Oh my, what is this?
Just give it.
Fine poop sock?
Shut up.
Mom?
All right, next is Ant-Man. Ant-Man's bad.
Ant-Man's good.
Ant-Man's bad.
I like Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I hate him! Oh,
Ant-Man's
God.
one of the best movies.
No, it's not. Ant-Man's stupid.
What do you mean? He's the best. He's
No,
the
he's
second.
not.
He's my second favorite superhero, other than Spider-Man, the
What
new
happens
one, the Tom
What
Holland.
happens in Ant-Man? I forget.
Yo, he's like, yo.
He's a criminal, man. He's in jail. It's like, I just got out of jail. I'm gonna go rob a house for my last score. And he finds out it's Hank Pym. He's like, oh my gosh, look at all this Ant-Man stuff. I can shrink now. This is so cool. And then Hank Pym's like, yeah, but there's big evil man Yellow Jacket who wants to do this, but he wants to destroy and kill people because the Pym particles are messing with his mind. He's like, oh my gosh, I have to stop him and take his suit back. And then he does, and he goes back to his family, and him and Yellow Jacket are just like,
Such a good movie.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me how to punch.
That's how you punch.
Next is,
What?
Captain America Civil War.
Oh my gosh.
All right, this one's just like, yeah, punch, punch. Iron Man,
movie.
Captain
You're
America.
Iron Man, I'm Captain America. I'm Iron Man, you're Captain America. Ah!
Stay down. Final warning.
I could do this all day.
What happens is the government is like, all right, you superheroes, you kill people. A lot of people have died because of you. So they're like, oh yeah, you're right. Let's make this thing so only the government can tell us what to do. And Tony Stark's like, yeah, I like that. Captain America's like, no, I hate the government now. And they're like, no, but I hate you because Bucky killed my parents. Like, and there's a lot of fighting in Spider-Man's, and he's like, just like, I like you guys, but I hate you because Iron Man told me to. So
Next
pretty
movie.
much this movie.
No. Then they have to watch other movies. Then they have to do.
Shut your
then
mouth,
they have-
Zach.
We're clickbaiting. If we don't
This
do that-
movie's okay. That's all we're gonna say.
Go watch one of our other videos to find out what we said next.
All right, next, Spider-Man: Homecoming. This is good.
This is
good.
very good. My favorite superhero.
Oh my god.
I'm Spider-Man. I was in Civil War,
And it's Tom Holland.
but I want to be an Avenger.
No, you don't get
But
to be
Tony
an
Stark
Avenger.
doesn't want me to
When
be
did
an
he
Avenger.
reveal his face?
Bruh.
Peter Parker.
It was in Civil War. Iron Man went to his house and was like, "You're coming with me, kid."
Forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sick of him treating me like a kid all the time.
But you are a kid.
This is my chance to prove myself.
All right, next movie.
All right.
Thor Ragnarok.
No.
Oh my god.
Next movie is Doctor Strange. This
I didn't
one-
watch this, but I wanna.
You ever watch Doctor Strange?
No, actually, I'm not letting you guys spoil it for me.
All right, this one's okay. It's good. It has a lot of good visuals. The story's pretty cool. But
Pretty cool.
it's kind of generic. Like, there's nothing that special
Don't
about
spoil it, please.
It's like just another Marvel movie. I give it a 5 out of 8, but like,
I like Doctor Strange. I'd give it a 6, 7.
we can't really describe it because of
Yo.
this child.
Yeah, I would like to
He's
watch
a
that.
doctor, then he's like, I am Doctor Strange?
And then he's like, I want to be a wizard now. And yeah.
Okay, come on.
All right. So next, is
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok!
So much has happened since I last saw you. I lost my hammer, like yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh. And then I went on a journey of self-discovery, where I met you.
Ah! He went crazy, ah! and then he's like, oh my gosh, my eye hurts. And he's like, oh my gosh, Hulk, I thought we were friends. And then he's like, no. And then it's like, okay.
Yes, we are friends now.
But then they fought, and then they were in like the same room, and he was like, Hulk, we're friends, right? He's like, ah!
But then stuff happens, and there's this girl, Valkyrie, who's like, likes Big Hulk. But then they're all just like, he's like, I'm Bruce Banner now.
And what about his sister?
And then, but Thor has a sister, and she kills a lot of people because she's like, Asgard should be about killing.
Because that's what Asgard used to be, like all killy people and stuff.
So she kills a lot of people.
So she kills people, and then she makes that guy that in the gateway her friend.
And
What are his weapons called?
M16s.
No, he didn't
Quickly,
name-
we don't have time for this.
AR-15s.
We're
He
like,
didn't
we're
name
like
his
15 minutes over. already.
AR-15.
All right,
yeah,
yeah.
but they're AR-15.
Quickly.
That's already called them though.
Yeah, but like he has guns, and then she brings up all these dead Asgardian soldiers, and then Thor comes back and is like, "I don't need Mjolnir because you broke it. I have lightning power." And then they fight, and Hulk helps.
He's
Hulk
like,
kills her dog.
And then when they're fighting, it's like, that's what happens.
Wow.
Why?
That's a great. And then Gate Guy's like, "Actually, I like Thor now. He shoots people with guns."
And then Thor's like, "Oh my God, Father, what are you doing here? Looking at this sea, bro."
But their dad's dead. He
Guys,
died before
guys,
his
yeah.
sister.
Guys, we don't have
became-
time for this. Come on.
Yeah, but it's really good. You should see it.
All right, what do you rate it?
8 out of 8.
7 out of 8. All right, next is Ant-Man the Wasp. This movie sucks.
This movie
is
2 out of 8.
Garbage. I couldn't even finish this movie.
Pretty good
This
movie.
movie-
I actually quite enjoyed this movie.
This movie
And,
is pretty much all humor, but all the humor sucks and it's not funny. Nothing good really happens. The villain's stupid.
Okay, my IQ level's lower than 70, so let me enjoy this.
All right,
It's not actually.
so
Calm down.
yeah, this movie's bad.
It's
It's not
71.
funny. The story isn't good, and it's pretty much just a filler movie until Endgame, so they can put him
Infinity
stuck.
War.
I mean, Infinity War, so they can. No, it's after Infinity War. It's before Endgame.
Oh.
But
Nobody
yeah.
wants to see this movie.
They just put him in the quantum realm for Endgame.
Dr. Pym, I actually heard what happened to you. You opened up the quantum realm.
2 out of 8. 2
No
out of
time
8.
for
Don't
Captain
watch it.
Marvel.
No one cares about
All right,
Captain Marvel.
Infinity War is amazing.
It's
It's
so
probably
good.
the best Marvel
Second
movie.
best Marvel movie, you mean?
I rate this one 8 out of 8.
8 out of
Thanos is the best character ever added in this universe.
Yeah, he's like the best villain,
No,
but then
I
Endgame
love
does
this
not
movie.
live up to how much hype he made it. He has
Yeah.
in Infinity War.
Honestly, I loved it. It was like perfect. Everything about it was
Best
perfect.
Marvel movie in my
It
opinion.
was sad.
Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Avengers Endgame.
Good.
They're all like,
It's-
yeah. I mean, who's actually gonna watch this show and hasn't seen Avengers Endgame?
Avengers Endgame is
Yeah, you're right.
it's okay, all right. I didn't think it was nearly as good as Infinity War. In my opinion, it's besides the third act, which is the final act, it's kind of boring.
Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds.
All right, so we really
Master
won't go
69.
too much in depth because, first of all, we don't have the time.
First, and then second of all, we don't have the skill or comprehension.
We really don't,
I say
and we
the
really
first
don't
hour
want to
is boring,
spoil.
but when they make the plan, then it starts.
It's a
getting
great
interesting.
movie.
Well, that's like the last 2 hours.
The next episode, we will do a spoiler review of this
Because you better
because
have watched it in a
everyone will
month.
probably have seen it by then. But I thought this movie was okay. It acted as a good conclusion, but the first act was not good, and this movie could have been much shorter and a lot better.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I rate this movie 8 out of 8. I thought it was one of the best Avengers movie or Marvel movies ever, and it was probably one of the best conclusions they could have ever had. But whatever you want.
I give this one a 6 out of 8. I just think it could have been a lot better than it was.
I give it a 7 out of 8. 7.5 out of 8. Merely because the first hour, even though I enjoyed it, I guess it was
enjoyed it.
kind of boring.
I enjoyed
was-
it. Hey, you weren't sitting back like, oh, I fall asleep to this. You were like paying attention, so like it wasn't.
Well,
that
it
boring.
wasn't boring. It just wasn't good.
No, it was good. It was just boring.
I don't agree. I just think it was
Guys, we don't have the time for
not
this.
good.
All right, we got to do the ending. Ready?
All right.
Thank you guys so much for watching this. And if you haven't already, watch our latest videos. We post every month, and this isn't even our channel. Thank you guys so much for watching the Chuck E. Cheese Clubhouse. I'm Zach.
I'm Jish.
And I'm Cooper.
We're the Chuck E. Cheese Clubhouse.
How much more are you hiding?